So let's see this in action. I'm gonna run this, save changes. I'm gonna pause this again for upload. And when I ran my program, nothing happened except the background showed up, and that is because I forgot to add them to the scene. So I'm gonna do that right now. Before we return the scene, we're gonna have to add both of these in the following manner. You're gonna have to type my scene dot attach child, and you're gonna have to type in the name of the sprite, and we're gonna do the same thing with the red one. And I'm gonna run this again, and we're gonna check it out again. And now it's running, but it still doesn't respond to the clicks. Still doesn't respond to the touch, because I forgot to add one last thing, and that is called the register the touch area, which you're gonna have to do. So you're gonna have to type in my scene.register touch area, and then the name of the sprite, and we're gonna do the same thing to the red one. And I really hope this time it will do as it's supposed to. Okay, so uploading and it worked, and I noticed that in creating two sprites, I forgot to minus the half of the width of the first sprite. So what that did is basically they're not at the exact location on top of one another. So I fixed that. This is what it does. Basically, it does work. It just jumps. So this is what it looks like. It turns into the red one, but since it has a different location, it shows up elsewhere. So I'm gonna run it again just to verify that it works properly. Okay, I finished uploading it, and let's see what it does. And you can click on them and they will toggle back and forth. That's awesome. Okay, next we're gonna have to add the two buttons that's gonna control the player, and they are gonna be the same things basically. You're just gonna add sprites, and you're gonna override their on area touch event methods to do things. So first we're gonna have to declare the two sprites. We're gonna do that up here, and note that these are not animated sprites. These are just regular sprites because we don't need them to be animated. Okay, then we're gonna create them, and I'm just gonna copy paste this because it's pretty much the same thing as the animated sprite. And you just create a new sprite, and it's gonna be at 0x, and the camera height, which is down here, minus the my arrow texture region that get height. You could just simply burn in here the size of the image, which is 32 by 32. You could just simply type in minus 32, or you could ask what the size is, and then you tell it that it's a 32 by 32 sprite, and you tell it where to get the image from, and then same thing, you're going to override the on area touch, and an action down. We're going to set a variable named left button equals true, and then when it's up, we're going to set it to false. We're going to have to declare that variable in a second. I'm gonna declare it up here. So there's gonna be a my left button and a my right button, and it's gonna be I'm gonna set both of those to false to begin with, and then we're gonna copy paste the same thing to the right arrow, and this is the same thing as that one. It's gonna change it to the right button. So basically, when you press down, it says this, and when you press it down, and while you hold it, it remains true. When you let it go, at the up event, it sets it to false. Also, this one, the X of the right one is the camera width, which is this in the X, minus the size of the sprite. So you'll put it to the right corner. And at the bottom. Now at this point both images face the same way because there's only one image. They both face to the left. So we're gonna have to change that, and you're gonna have to do my arrow sprite right dot set rotation, and you're gonna put 180, and that will change that, and that will fix that problem. Also, we're gonna have to add them to the scene. Is attached child, and we're gonna have to register them as touch areas. Now, I've seen this line being used in codes. It says my scene that set touch area binding enabled true. I'm not sure what it does. You can put it in if you want, or you can leave it out. I'm not exactly sure what it does.